Predictions. Our free live chat psychic reading connects you instantly with experienced psychics, ready to offer you personalized guidance and clarity in real time, whether you're curious about love, career, or life's biggest decisions. Our psychics are here to help you unlock your future and discover your true path. Experience the convenience of live chat, where you can ask questions and get immediate insights, tailored just for you. Don't miss out on this unique opportunity to connect with your inner self and receive the guidance you need. Subscribe now and never miss a live session. Start your journey towards clarity and peace today.
Hi, this is Psychic Readings by Author, where I do predictions of the future. If you'd like me to do prediction for you, let me know in the comments below or in the chat and all that wonderful stuff. Just a reminder that our Showtimes and all that wonderful stuff is at our website at psychicreadingsbyauthor.com. And of course, there's some people pretending to be me out there, and selling all kinds of wonderful things. Okay, I always refer to our website. That is where we have everything for sale that we offer. Okay, so don't be fooled. Always refer to the website before anything. Okay, let's get into it. So there was very little questions today. So just the unlocking the secrets of Bitcoin, a psychic prediction of the future. This is something that the AI came up with. So let's have a look at where we're headed for Bitcoin and everything else that's going on. I know it went up quite a bit in the last couple of days, which we already knew. Hopefully you were buying, okay? When all your friends are crying, the Bitcoin price, that's when you buy, right? Hope you learned that by now. Okay, let's have a look at where everything is going for the next little while for Bitcoin and the cryptocurrency market. You have to remember, Bitcoin is the market. No matter how you look at it, no matter what Bitcoin is doing, the rest of the market is going to be doing as well. Okay. So it looks like it's going to be coming to a situation where it's going to be starting to stabilize. And I think I predicted this to somebody that I was talking to not that long ago, that everything is going to start to kind of stabilize. There's going to be a little bit of dip here and there, but nothing major. Okay. There may be maybe one more shakeout, because I think it's just the elites that are into Bitcoin right now. Most of the retail purchasers, that's you and I, are pretty much, the majority of them are gone. Okay, and they don't know the game, or they're just too finicky, and it didn't move up, and I'm not a millionaire overnight, and all the nonsense. It's a long-term game. Okay, so hopefully you buy when it's dipping and when it's sitting and all that wonderful stuff, because it's going to be going up in a really good way in the next couple months, as we predicted in the past shows. You buy it, you sit on it, and you hang on for dear life, because it's going to be the new system. I don't know how many times I have to tell everybody this. Bitcoin is the new system, along with a handful of other cryptocurrencies. Everything else is just short-term gains. And if you know how to play that game, good for you, because I don't play that game. Me and the wife used to do that, but not anymore. We just buy the Bitcoin, we buy the Ethereum, we buy the Chainlink, we buy a little bit of Litecoin here and there, amongst a couple other ones, and that's it. Okay? So hopefully you're getting into it, and there's going to be a lot of wealth coming to a lot of people out there. Hopefully they're listening to good advice that's out there, and it is out there. That you're going to be tremendously surprised by Christmas time. It's going to be a good Christmas season for anybody holding onto Bitcoin and the handful of other little bigger cryptocurrencies that we discuss here on this channel. Let's get into the next one. U.S. stock market crash. Now, we've been predicting this for quite some time. Everybody's been predicting that it's going to be coming down and all that sort of thing. That the system is going to be coming, and that's based on thousands of years of charting, where Bitcoin has a very short period of time that we can kind of figure out where everything is going to be going if you look at the charts. Stock market, on the other hand, has thousands of years on up and down and up and down. So they can pretty much predict where it's going to be going from the day to day. And it always goes on a cycle. Okay? It's always a cycle, up and down. Back when I was a financial advisor, we'd have a big poster map of the stock market over time, right? And it would show the ups and downs and what happened at every dip and all that sort of thing, when it crashes, why it crashes, all that knowledge contained within a big poster map that would be covering our wall, and we would look at it every morning when we came into work. That it follows a cycle. Okay, so right now, stock market is overheated. Okay, and it needs to cool down, and it's usually a cycle of 7 to 8 years, and it does this thing. And I think we're on the cycle of a really downward spiral because of the U.S. currency, which plays a part of this, confidence in the United States and its companies that it has. So everything is going to be coming down in a tremendous way. So hopefully you're not too heavily invested into the stock market at the moment. Wait till it crashes. And this is what the big boys do, like Warren Buffett and all of them. They've already taken out their stocks and sold a good portion of them, and they're waiting for that bottom. When everybody's crying, they're buying, right? So when it's pennies on the dollar, that's when they get back in, when you're not looking. Okay? So let's throw some cards down for the stock market for the next little while. It's going to be coming down in the next little while, even with the cuts and all that wonderful stuff from the Federal Reserve and all that wonderfulness. It's a fool's journey to think that one person is going to be making everything. It just means that they have to turn back on the money printer if they do the cuts. And the more money they print, the more valueless your US dollar, the Canadian dollar, or whatever currency that you use in your country, flat, right? The more you make of something, the less valuable it becomes in its belief in that currency. Okay? And this is why we're going to have the handoff from currency. Fiat currency and the stock market are kind of two different things, but they are correlated in a way. U.S. currency is going to be coming down if they keep printing money, and there's no other way out. So it usually means at this period of time that they're going to be handing the baton over to Bitcoin, because there's no other country that can become the big kid on the block. Okay? It's like back in World War II, Britain was the king of everything, and the currency was the thing. Back in World War II, they handed the baton over to the U.S. And I think we're going through that transition yet again. And I think it's going to be Bitcoin this time. That's going to be the big boy on the block. That's why they're preparing everything. Stock market will correlate with that, and it's going to be having a nice downturn. And I think a lot of people are going to be, you're going to start to see signs when it hits that bottom in the winter time of everybody starting to buy in again. The big boys, not just your regular person. So you're going to see Warren Buffett news on Warren Buffett. he bought into such and such a stock when it was really, really low. This is the key. Buy when it's low and everybody's crying. That's when you buy. And I think we're going to be going through that cycle this winter time. Okay, let's get into the chat. Yeah, we've been busy the last couple of days. The wife made me this wonderful bag. Oh. Has a zipper. I'm going to go do some nerdy things later on in the day. Nice purple. She's excellent at sewing and crafts and all that sort of thing. She gave me this wonderful Star Wars bag. She loves bags. I like bags, but she loves them. So if you want something like this, email me and she'll you can haggle over a price or something with the wife. You can get a bag of your own. Yeah, my wife is spoiling me. She does that. I'm such a lucky man. I got in good, I tell you. Getting back to the show. Crystal Pickett, hello. What month do you see Johnny and Gigi signing for divorce papers? And is it in the year 2025? Thank you. I know you said separate in 1 to 2 months of this year. So divorce papers must be next year. Yeah, something like that. 2025, 2026. Of course, these things are long, stretchy things. Of course, I still don't know who these people are because I don't follow celebrities around. A couple, I know who they are, but I'm too busy talking to the other side to really focus on what celebrities are up to. But it does give an indicator of our society as well. So that's that important thing. I don't think it's going to be something that's going to be in 2024. Of course, it's going to be 2025. The health of the situation is going to be stagnated, meaning there's going to be complications in the whole scenario. One will be waiting for the other to have a better deal and all that sort of thing before they do the divorce papers. Looking for more money. I think that's what that is. And of course, the money card is saying the same thing. One of them is going to be waiting for the best deal, and that's going to be prolonging the process until they do get a better deal on the divorce. Kind of wonderful people. And there's going to be a lot of legal stuff going around this Gigi and Johnny for quite some time. So, yeah, be next year. Hopefully that answers your question. Hey, Andre, is my friend Manny going to be okay health-wise? Had a bit of a scare, did you? The health is going to be okay. It's going to be touch and go there for a short period of time, but I think they're going to be getting through it, no problem. It's just going to be the financial part that they're going to be, it's going to be a little bit tough for them. So they may need help from some type of organization or friends and family in the financial department when it does happen and after it's done and all that wonderful stuff. There's going to be a head family member that's going to be coming in to help out with the finances and all that sort of thing. With health, of course, there's always the financial aspect to that, unfortunately. Can you afford your health care? Depending on where you live in the world. If you're in Canada, we're kind of okay with that. But there's many places around the world where they don't. And I think finances is going to be a situation, not the sickness itself. It's going to be the financial part of the situation. That may be the thing to worry about. Okay, so hopefully that answers your question. The girl I'm talking to now, does she have good intention towards me? Is she my soulmate?
Her name is Liliana.
Louisiana.
Liliana?
Liliana. Okay. I don't know, but soulmates aside, look for the person that's best suited to you. This whole soulmate thing, not necessarily the one that you marry. It could be another guy that's your soulmate. That's kind of a term that's thrown out there everywhere. It doesn't really mean what you think it means. Okay? I don't know. Me and the wife, are we soulmates?
Yeah.
Yeah? We complete each other and all that wonderful stuff. There's many opportunities out there. There's not just the one. Okay?
That's true.
That is true. Right? Good, but you're asking if they have good intentions. Do they really dig you? They like you. I don't know how far it's going to be going. I think it's going to be a wonderful journey together for a short period of time. There, I said it. It's something to learn from. It's going to be a great experience. It's something that you're going to have to learn from. Okay? Good relationship, all that wonderful stuff. It's going to take some work. You're going to learn a lot of things from this relationship. Okay? So see it through. But I'm picking up it's only for a short period of time. Okay? Hopefully that answers your question. Hey, Andre, when will house prices in Norway, Oslo, start to fall, and by how much? Yes, that is going to be a thing. It's going to be 2026, 2025, 2026, somewhere in there when everything is going to start to like it's done in the past, right? Going by cycles. We've had this in the past, right? Of course, there's supply and demand. And if there's no demand, or there's nobody with money in their hands to buy houses, then the banks that hold the houses, the mortgages for the houses, will have to lower prices. And that's going to be in 2025, 2026, in that period of time when prices are going to be coming down because they got to offload the inventory. Okay? And that's when you're going to start to see prices come down. Right now, it's I guess, what they call a seller's market with the prices so high. But if nobody's buying, that's a little tricky, right? So I do think in 2025, 2026, you're going to start to see those prices come down. Do you see XLM above $20 or more? When might that be? It's not going to be anytime soon. It's not going to be this year, maybe 2026, 2027, in that period of time when it's going to get to that $20 valuation. If it survives, I think it will, but things change rapidly within the cryptocurrency market, especially with cryptocurrencies that aren't the big ones. I'm not saying that XLM is not a big one, but it's not one of the biggest ones like Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, that sort of thing. and I think it's going to be trudging along at a pretty good rate. I think it's going to be 10, 12 bucks in the next year or so, because a lot of money is going to be pumping into it because of Bitcoin. But I don't see this anytime soon, maybe 2026, 2027, $20 evaluation. Okay? Hopefully that answers your question. Andre, ETH is boring. I don't know why you would say it's boring.
Nothing's happening with it?
Nothing happening. A lot of things are happening. It's the most used blockchain. It has probably some of the biggest opportunities that are on top of the blockchain for making money. I was thinking about that the other day. I wish we had, I think it's 38 coins to start to, what is it called?
Stake?
Huh?
Stake?
Staking, yes, for your own node. But I think you can stake at a lower rate with a bunch of people. I think where you're going with this is new updates, that sort of thing going on top of the ETH type of thing. They usually wait for the bull run. And I think I've seen this in the past, or it always happens in the past. When there's a bull run, then everybody and their dog with a cryptocurrency will start to throw up the updates to get everybody excited, because you're going to be in the news and everybody's going to be excited. Ooh, they did this and they did that, and we better invest in that system instead of doing it when it's boring, right? So, when will ETH not be boring? Any guesses? The wife's thinking.
2026? 28?
2026, 20 up to 2028. That could be, because there's going to be some big things. You have to remember the big boys, Grayscale, Fidelity, all those boys and girls are buying two things. People are not paying attention. They're buying Bitcoin and they're buying ETH. And people are like, I want dog with hat coin. It's like, we're all having steak, but you want the McDonald's hamburger when you want the steak? Think of it that way. All the big boys are buying the steak. Everybody else is playing with the McDonald's Happy Meal for some reason. In comparison, do you want the nice steak dinner or do you want the Happy Meal? And when people ask about all these little coins, that look at what the big boys are buying, and the girls, sorry, the big ones are buying. It's Bitcoin and Ethereum. That should be telling you something. That's the big flag on the field where everything is going to be going in the next little while, and everybody's ignoring this. I don't know why. It didn't go up. I'm not a millionaire overnight. It takes time. It's not an overnight get-rich scheme. Okay?
People are hoping for it.
People are hoping, but it takes time. And I think the less boring part of Ethereum is going to be 2026, 2028, that sort of thing, when they're going to be throwing out all the updates and everything is going to be interconnected. We've already discussed this at length, that there's going to be the new system that's coming out, and banking system, and even Donald Trump has told us that this new system is coming out. It's going to be Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, XRP, Chainlink, and Bitcoin Cash. It's going to be part of the new system. There's probably a couple of little coins that are going to be attached to that new system. Hopefully you're paying attention. Okay? So hopefully that answers that question. Sorry. I get frustrated when people don't pay attention. You say that Holo chain and Reef crypto is good. Yeah, they're okay. But which of these two can last or long-term hold use? I think they're both short-term to medium-term. If I was going to choose between one or the other, it'd be probably Reef. What do you think? And it's only marginally better than the other.
Yeah, it's very close.
They're like, it's not Bitcoin or ETH, but they're okay.
First impression was Holo.
Huh?
Holo was my first impression.
Holo is the first impression. Yeah, they're very, very close in energy, as it were. That it's apples and oranges. Okay, I'll go with the Reef. The wife wants to go with Halo, whatever. Hot coin, I believe it's called. So there you go. Is there a future for Filecoin? Some say it will go above 1,500 USD. This price is very low. Now it's hovering at $3.70 USD. I think there's going to be a big emphasis on NFTs, and Filecoin is type of a NFT. I think the bigger market for NFTs are documents for companies and businesses and individuals wanting to safeguard their files. It's not the most exciting thing, but I think that industry is going to be a big one just for documents. And Filecoin deals with that in a good way. I do think it's going to be one of the leading major things for that thing. It's not going to be CryptoKitties, if you remember back in the day for NFTs and all those other NFTs. I think those days are gone, but I think the real NFT market will be the boring stuff, the documents, the pictures for your company, blah, 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 and keeping it safe on the blockchain. I think that's where Filecoin is going to be coming in strong in the next 2027, 2028 in a major way. Okay? So hopefully that answers your question. Will the conflict in the Middle East, Ukraine, cause a shift of future crypto? New timeline. Yes and no. There's reasons why Russia went in there. It's not the stuff you see on the news. Forget what they tell you on the news, because it's all a damn lie about this scenario. And the whole thing where Russia's going to come to take out Europe. No. It's just another scare tactic to keep you under control. With this whole scenario, I think Russia, I got to be careful with my language. It was done to uncover all the laundering of assets. That's why Russia, part of the reason that Russia went in there, and this is what's going to be transpiring. I think that part is done. And it's going to be very quick, and it's going to be opening up the gates for cryptocurrencies in a big way. Okay? So we're still on track for cryptocurrencies to be big, and Ukraine is pretty much done. Okay? So hopefully that answers. Don't want to get too much trouble with the YouTube guys. A fortune teller told me a few things would happen. Okay? May I please ask if all of them will happen? No.
Not usually.
Not usually. They are probabilities. An example. Or it's a longer length of time that it could happen. One psychic long time ago told me that I would do public speaking. Really? I got a speech impediment and I'm dyslexic. And you want me to be a public speaker? Okay, here I am many years after the fact. So, and I'm going to be writing books and all that sort of thing and making country music. That hasn't happened yet. Might happen. I think most of the things are your own decision and what pathway you take. Okay? If they say something is going to be happening and that's the thing. When you have prior knowledge of something, you can change the outcome of this thing that they saw. So things are continuously changing. The reason why we go to psychics and all that sort of thing is to get a heads up of what might be in front of you. If the psychic tells you don't go down this back alley at a certain time because you're going to get mugged, that isn't a certainty. It's not prophecy fulfilled. If you went down another road at that particular time because you're remembered and you don't get mugged, so the thing does not happen. We're kind of the early warning system of what could happen if you choose to do so. Okay? So, no. Most of it will happen, but the majority of it, no. Okay? Hopefully that answers your question. Until don't want to get into a big lesson on psychic readings. Theta Edge nodes for Android devices going live soon. Finally, they're doing something. Will this lead to mainstream adoption for Theta? This is the big thing that they've been waiting on for quite some time. I have Theta. They keep meandering around of what exactly they want to be. So there's a whole lot of confusion where they're headed. There's the confusion card. Okay. But it's upside down. So I do think it's going to be getting into something really, really good. It's going to be a household name anytime soon. No, but it is going to be creeping more and more into this zeitgeist of the public. And it will eventually lead to mainstream adoption for Theta. As the wife's phone rings. New Orleans is shrinking. I don't want to swim. Let me know what band that is in the chat if you know. Yeah, it's very, very slow, but it won't be immediately. Okay, what else we got? Will we see the S&P 500 index go to new all-time high before the U.S. stock market crashes down? Yes. Everything in the stock market is held up by funny money. Okay. It will come down. What goes up must come down, and it's going to be doing that in a tremendous way. Probably at Christmassy time. Okay? Hopefully that answers your question. Hey, Andre. Any messages in the cards for me this week from my spirit team? I'll call them, see if they have anything. It's kind of my guides are going to talk to your guides. Hey, how you doing? That's what happens. You're going to have to, in the next week, you're going to have to secure your position on a certain thing with people around you. That's this card. Defending yourself. In this sense, it's a difference of opinion with a whole bunch of other people. And you're going to have to defend your position on this idea. Okay? There you go. You're crazy. You're buying Bitcoin. That's crazy talk. You're going to have to defend. It's just an example of that. I'm not saying that's what the thing is. You're going to have to defend yourself against different people. Stick to your guns. You're going to be right. Okay? So don't be swayed by the masses of people. Financially, you're going to be coming down a little bit in the next week or so, just because of the fluctuation of everything. Stay steady, get new ideas, find opportunities out there, because there's going to be a whole lot of wonderful things going to be happening around you. And health-wise, you're going to be just fine. Whatever you're going through right now is just a passing moment in time. Okay? So stick with it. You're going to be fine. Do all the things that you need to do. Going to be good. Okay? Hello, Andre Devon. May I have an energy reading for this year? Now, I don't know about a whole year.
Cryptocurrency.
On cryptocurrency. Okay. Sort of. Energy reading for cryptocurrencies for the world?
Opal.
Huh?
OPUL.
Opal. 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 Yeah. First thing that popped in my head. Yeah. It's okay. It's not Bitcoin or anything like that, anything good. But can it make you some money in the short term? Yeah, it'll make you some money in the short term for the year for Opal. So you keep sitting on. It's not going to be the amounts that you thought it was going to be. It's going to be a little bit lower, but you will make some money with it. Hopefully you cash it out and you buy some Bitcoin. I think I keep repeating myself. I don't know why. Could be seeing something in the future. Can you advise me if my next new job will be based in the Middle East or Africa? That's an interesting question. The health of this process, I'm going more for the Africa part of your question. It's going to be okay. You're going to be there for a certain amount of time, and then you're going to be coming back because of some type of situation. It's a lot better money than you had anticipated. Okay, so be ready for that, and all the worries and all the it's going to be on its head. You're going to be just fine with the whole situation, and it's going to be happening very, very shortly. So in the next 3 to 4 years. So There you go. Hi, Audrey. Wife and daughter going to the mountains to visit friends. Going to be okay? Oh, yeah, it's going to be good. The trip there is going to be okay. Them staying there and getting back is going to be okay. There's going to be a human interaction that might not go so well. Okay? They may be at odds with somebody that they're meeting to visit friends. Sometimes the trip is fine, everything else is fine, the health is fine, but sometimes you get into a little bit of scuff with the people around you at the location that you went to. And that's what I'm picking up. Okay? It's going to be a great learning experience for them. Astrologers seem to think September 18th is the eventful day. Yeah. September, October, yeah. Yeah, there's something in there. We're watching Beyond Mystic. I think that's the show. They had a astrologer on there. She's pretty good. And I think she was saying that there's something in September 18th, 19th for something to happen. And I think it's true. It's just more of the same that we've all been waiting for. Financial situation. More things coming to light about our leaders around the world. I'll say that way. Yeah. And I think there's going to be a huge awakening of people around that period of time about the state of the world. And I'll leave it at that. Hi, Andre. How looks the rebranded Matic with Pole? It will reach $5 USD on 2025. Yeah, Matic is an awesome cryptocurrency, but everybody thinks it's boring. I don't know why. Sitting on top of that Ethereum, doing what Ethereum should be doing, but who knows? It's going to be a long, hard-fought battle with Matic and all, with Pole and all that sort of thing. I don't think it's going to get to that $5 USD in 2025. It's much, much later if it does survive. I think there's going to be some other update that's going to be much, much better, or a different product that comes out. Okay? That's going to do much, much better. You'll make some money with this scenario, but I don't think it'll get to that $5. Hi, Andre. Can you pick up what will happen to me regarding my parents' problem? Okay. Emotional stress, but which is normal. I think you're going to be doing just fine. You're going to be more. You got to be put into a place which is very, very safe for you. Okay. Even though the scenario of them divorcing and all that sort of thing will, of course, be emotional, straining. But overall, I think you're going to be in a better state than what you're thinking right now. Okay? So hopefully that helps you out. You're going to be okay. Hi! Chainlink to hit $300 in 2025. No. One of my guys goes, no, it's going to be good, but not quite that much. A whole lot of things are going to be coming out with Chainlink, and it's going to be good health-wise. But for some reason, it just can't pick up steam. It's going to be one of these unsung heroes in the back end that people aren't paying attention to. Everybody's going to be paying attention to the Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, that sort of thing. Chainlink will take a kind of a backseat in that period of time. Probably in 2026, 2027, when it's going to really start to pick up and people realize that it's a big thing. So you're going to have to sit on it for a number of years. That's okay. Okay? Thank you. Hi, Andre. Posted a Hitler question on Discord. Too saucy? YouTube police will have a field day. What can I say about Mr. Hitler?
You could answer it on Discord.
Yeah, I'll answer it on the Discord. I didn't look at Discord today. But usually it's a little spicy for YouTube. Okay? Will a mall in Palestine be attacked? More than likely. That whole scenario is all kinds of silliness. It's all about getting a waterway through that land. It's not about nothing else politically. It's about a new shipping lane. That's what it's about. A mall being attacked in Palestine. The cards are saying no. It's going to be something else. Maybe a hospital or something like that will be attacked. I'm picking up. And I think it's going to be making a huge ruckus here in North America on that particular situation. But it does come up. Okay? Hopefully that answers your question. Hi, Andre. Can your guides give me any advice? They can. Yeah, Tony's being a wise ass. That's one of my main guys. Be careful of the health situation that you find yourself in. It's more of an emotional thing that you're going to be going through, and it's going to be getting into other areas of your life and actually become sickness. So stop worrying about the thing that you are worried about right now as much. Ask for guidance from your guides. I'll send my guides over to help your guides out and all that wonderful stuff to get through that emotional situation. But always ask your own guides to help. They always listen to you. And it's going to be getting into other areas of your life, the financial part, and there's going to be somebody around you that doesn't have your best interest at heart. Okay? It's this guy and this guy in play. It's a person around you that's giving you information that's not necessarily good for you. Okay? So with this in mind, you can start to pick out who it is and start to act accordingly, because it's the root of what you're feeling at the moment. Hopefully that's clear. Okay? And I think once you zero in on that, everything else will become much, much better for you. Okay? Thank you. Hi, Andre. It's Nick. Are we expecting a crypto sell next week? A little one. I don't think it's going to be a big one. I think I think we're pretty much stabilized now for the moment. And then usually, if you follow Bitcoin cycles, I think we're going to be on the uptrend for the next couple months. Okay? Thank you. Hi, Andre. Do you foresee an earthquake in New Madrid, Missouri area soon? No, I don't see anything right now. I think the people that are telling you that information are trying to cash in on that. Be wary. There's a lot of people who prey on your emotional state. Okay? Thank you. Your page was given a shout out, so it came over. Okay. Guides advice on employment trying to have by end of September. Who shouted me out, I wonder? Probably a Facebook thing. Whatever you're looking at right now is not definitely what you should be getting into. Okay, I think there's something much better out there for that's suited for you that you're not looking at. So broaden your search parameters on jobs. Okay, and there is something out there for you in the job prospects that's out there, but I think right now, where everything is going right now, we shouldn't narrow everything down. We should broaden our search parameters to include everything that you can do. And I think once you do that, you're going to be finding all kinds of wonderful things. Okay? So hopefully that helps you out. Tune FM raised $80 million from H-Bar Foundation investors will help pump to a few cents this bull run. More than likely. Once big players are in there, they'll pump it. And then it'll dump. Every time. Okay? So it's a classic pump and dump situation. So be aware of that. A psychic said that Kamala Harris will fade into the background. Yeah, she will. They're already trying to do that kind of because she did poorly at the debate. They're going to try the old scenario again where she doesn't do public stuff because that's where she gets her popularity goes real down when she actually talks. It's a bad thing to say, but when you open your mouth and you make enemies all the time, you should and try to do what they did with Joe Biden in the last election, where he didn't do anything and he still won. They're going to try that scenario again, and then she's going to fade off into never land. It's too late to bring somebody new out, so they have to run with her. And it's not going to do well for them. Okay? So hopefully that answers your question. Chain link around 100 USD in 2025, maybe? $60 is what I'm picking up. Still not bad from where it is right now. Okay? Thank you. Hi, Andre and Yvonne. Do you see any big uptrend for Doge in the next 2-3 months? Yeah, there's going to be a lot of wonderful things because of Bitcoin. I'm doing the Donald Trump thing here. Everything else will go up along with it. When Bitcoin goes, everything else will go along with it because Bitcoin is the market. Okay? May not be immediately, but soon after. Okay? Thank you. Is it true that Doge will get to 1K in the future? Yeah, I'm picking up no. It still do okay. $5, $10, that sort of thing, which will be a tremendous feat because there's no limit to the amount of Dogecoin that's produced. Kind of like the US dollar when they keep printing it. Right? I think 10,000 Dogecoin are created every minute. It's hard to have a scarcity model with that. So, yeah, no, not any time in our lifetime. Okay? Maybe in the far, far future. Thank you. Bubble Maps is a useful tool for crypto. It is really not new. That's true. I think we've known about it for quite some time. What do you see about their token in the next 2 years? They have a token? Okay. Did not know that. I think we're at one of our meetings. They had the big screen with all the bubbles popping, and the one that I like is the bus one. It's the bus comes in, and all the little guys get on the bus and takes off.
When the block is full.
When the block is full. That's basically what the buses are representing, is a block. That's fun. Yeah, when I do this, it'll do okay. It's not going to be beating out anything else. I think it'll be okay. You make some money with it, but it's not going to be a top earner anytime soon. Okay, hopefully that helps you out.
That's it.
That was it?
Is it?
That's it.
Awesome show.
Awesome show. Thank you, everybody, for joining us for today's show. If you like personal reading with me, make sure to go to secretreadsbyandrea.com where all that information is there. I'm doing my Texas accent, and there's a story behind that. Maybe I'll tell you someday. If you'd like to have a personal healing or reading by my wife, or you can ask about her making you something, catch you a deal on that. Be free to ask. All that information is there. Just email us. If you like to protect your cryptocurrencies in the best possible way, we have the Trezor cold storage wallet for sale at our website. Right? If you should happen to purchase one from us, know that we make a little bit of money from that. Okay? With that said, make sure you like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the future.